If y'all don't know, I'm a big WWE fan. I love the WWE. If you ain't grow up with the WWE, what did you do in life? Like, I, when I was younger, I had more belts, but I only have the World Heavyweight Championship right now. I only have the World Heavyweight title. Who's held? Rollins held this. Gunther held this. Reigns, CM Punk, Jey Uso. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Cause the first one was Rollins. The first one was Rollins. Oh, I mean, I think McIntyre won it. Uh, what's the dude that was in the Judgment Day? He won it. But yeah, I'm a big WWE fan. And one thing, WWE has kind of been pooped lately. Like, it's not the same. I don't know if it's because I'm older now, but it's like everybody knows WWE is fake. But the best thing about WWE is how, and I'm not just a WWE fan. I also love TNA. I also love TNA. WCW was okay. ECW, I wasn't even like old enough for when it was in its prime. But like the thing about wrestling, professional wrestling, was the fact that they can hide the fakeness. Like they can make it seem real. Like Daniel Bryan 2014 Yes Movement, 2013 to 2014 Yes Movement. Like that was like, hold on. I don't think y'all really understand this shit. I don't think y'all really understand this shit. Like,
so if you're lonely,
I've been on this
you
shit.
know I'm here waiting for you. I'm just a crosshair. I'm just a shot away from you. And if you leave here,
Hey, well, who is this though? She bad as fuck. Should I watch this shit? Hold on. We shooting shots on live, nigga. We shooting shots. Hold on. Hit it with the hey boo boo. The hey boo boo, that bit always hit. Wait, I got one request. Find Joe at Law. Oh my god. He's my sparring partner. He's my boxing sparring partner. Hold on. We got more. Hold on.
Hey, I just woke up, but what I told y'all niggas, bruh.
What I told y'all. This is crazy. What the fuck is wrong with me? No draws with the Brady draws on. Hey, hot and spicy chicken ramen noodles. You don't know the struggle. Thinking that he tough. Had that Moncler go blow his bubble. Throwing 7.62 at him. I ain't throwing knuckles. Touchdown with the bad boy. You ain't. Am I recording? I am recording. I just peed.
I think we forget that life was never
Hold
meant to be
on.
understood. It was
Look
meant to
how
be felt.
oh,
We spend so much time trying to figure everything out.
I caught a fat ass fish.
Yo, so this
I gotta get that shit back up and running. This the last one. I think I'm cute. Oh my god, I can't wait for the NFL season to come back. But yeah, one thing people don't know is that this motherfucker Triple H, and my fault, I had to get back in the character. This motherfucker Triple H can lie his fucking ass off. This motherfucker Triple H can lie about anything. How many times he said it's a new era? How the fuck you have like 5 new eras in less than 3 years? Especially once he took over, since Vince McMahon looked old, we know what he did. But yeah, so we're gonna get into WWE and WWE history, WWE A History of Lies by WrestleMania. Hope y'all enjoy the video. Make sure to go like, subscribe to him. He's the GOAT. Oh yeah, make sure to go subscribe to Dead Meat from the last video too. My fault. I ain't mean to kind of hold him, but let's go.
History of lying. From lying about the amount of fans in attendance at countless WrestleMania events to outright gaslighting fans into thinking their opinions matter when it comes to the WWE product. This reputation of deceit has without a doubt impacted WWE's relationship with the audience over the past 40 years, and unfortunately, in the TKO era, it's only getting worse. Join us now as WrestleMania looks at WWE, A History of Lies. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos. WrestleMania 3. WrestleMania 3 is one of the most successful WrestleMania events of all time. Everyone can recall Hulk Hogan body slamming Andre the Giant, and WWE went out of the way to inform the world that this was the biggest moment and event in pro wrestling history. WWE and Vince McMahon would claim that there were over 93,000 fans in attendance at the event, but this has been debunked for years, and it's believed by numerous wrestling historians, including Dave Meltzer, that the actual figure is around 78,000. WWE kept up with this lie for decades, and even on a recent Netflix documentary, McMahon openly declared the false attendance figure. Unfortunately, this has been a trend over the past 30 years or so. WWE loves to inflate attendance numbers, particularly when it comes to WrestleMania. It's almost as if WWE hates the idea of their biggest show of the year sounding inferior when it comes to attendance numbers, so they inflate the numbers as much as possible. WWE is also keen to inform the audience that shows are sold out when this isn't remotely correct. Even when WWE is forced to curtain off sections of the arena due to low ticket sales, WWE still likes to promote the event as an overwhelming success. 2018 WWE. 2018 WWE wasn't exactly firing on all cylinders, and to combat this, WWE took radical action. The entire McMahon family, other than Linda McMahon, would come down to the ring on Raw, apologize for the bad run of shows, before stating that from now on, they're gonna listen to what the audience wants to see. Weirdly, WWE would also assign blame for the bad shows on Baron Corbin in one of the most
I don't remember this because Shane McMahon was on SmackDown. That's when SmackDown was Tuesday, and then Raw always been Monday. But yeah, well, actually today's Friday. Y'all wanna watch Friday Night SmackDown?
And backward segments WWE has ever delivered. Fans could see right through this promo, as there was no way that WWE were going to suddenly embrace the audience. WWE would often actively fight against the wishes of the audience, and this was seen just 4 years prior, as WWE would just do anything in their power to stop the positive momentum of Daniel Bryan. They would even attempt to transition Bryan's popularity over to the Big Show, which of course backfired in a major way. Additionally, who can forget the absolute rejection of Roman Reigns as WWE's top babyface? And this was something that WWE ignored for like half.
And the thing is, hold on. Like, I don't really like making TikToks, but this is one of the biggest misconceptions, bruh. I actually loved Big Dog and Shield Roman Reigns. Well, people like Shield Roman Reigns, but Big Dog Roman Reigns from like 2015 to like 2019, I loved Big Dog Roman Reigns. He'd come down like Superman punch niggas. I don't know, bro. I've always fucked with Roman Reigns. Is he a top wrestler of mine? Favorite? No. But I've always loved Roman Reigns. Like, especially when the Shield first broke up and it was like him and Dean Ambrose going against the Authority every week. Oh my God, that was so fucking cool.
WWE would crown 3 popular babyfaces at WrestleMania 35 just months after this promo segment, those being in the form of Kofi Kingston, Seth Rollins, and Becky Lynch. However, 2 out of 3 of these victories were pivots and weren't WWE's initial plans. All 3 reigns were booked horrendously too, with Kingston being presented as an afterthought before dropping the title to Brock Lesnar. Rollins engaging in a horrible feud with Baron Corbin before the Fiend Hell in a Cell disaster, and Lynch being booked in a dull feud with Lacey Evans. Time and time again, WWE is run with the narrative that the fans are controlling the direction of the product, but that simply isn't the case. In the old era, Vince McMahon truly believed he knew what was best, and virtually every time that fans chose a new top star, McMahon would go out of his way to diminish them, make sure that his chosen star received all the focus. Triple H, addicted to lies. The trend of WWE lying didn't stop the moment Vince McMahon departed the company. In fact, some fans may argue that it got worse when Triple H took over WWE Creative, and some of the lies he told whilst in his role have been questionable to say the very least. Firstly, it's no doubt going to be argued that whenever anyone discusses Triple H's lies, that he's always eager to play the art of deception. Notably in 1997, he was an integral part of the Montreal Screwjob, and despite outright claiming he had no prior knowledge, this was quickly debunked. Triple H knew exactly what was going to happen that night, yet he lied in the face of Bret Hart, and he lied in the face of Bret Hart's wife. But fast forward to the late 90s, and his relationship with Chyna would break down after he cheated on her with Stephanie McMahon. A lot of fans
niggas don't know this. One day a video one day we gotta, what's it called? We gotta watch a video. I already watched it, but let's just re-go over it. Like, niggas don't know this WWE shit. People call WWE fake. Nigga, a lot of wrestlers overdose. A lot of wrestlers die. Like, I don't think people understand this. Like, okay, say the product's fake, nigga. You're still jumping off ladders. You're still taking bumps on your back. Like, bro, niggas don't get, bro. Niggas is overdosing. Niggas don't get it. And Triple H is a horrible, bro. It might be the whole McMahon family. Because I don't know if y'all know this. I'm not going to go too deep into this. But at one point, like, Triple H was dating China on and off screen, right? That was his interest. She was in DX with him. She was like his like bodyguard, right? Because she was swole as shit, right? And basically, there's two things. There's head canon and there's what actually happened. Because I have head canon, but this is common head canon, but he cheated on China with Stephanie McMahon, and then they ended up getting married. That's the truth. The headcanon, like the theory that's going around, is he married Stephanie McMahon for like a higher power, because Stephanie McMahon was the owner's daughter. So, you know, like if you marry the owner's daughter, nigga, you know how much pull you get. And he was already racist to The Rock. Him and Shawn Michaels. Don't get me started on this fucker Shawn Michaels. And I love Shawn Michaels. But the 90s was a different time. And then he's jealous because he was never really the top product. Like, because, like, I mean, bro, he had a lot of competition. But we had Stone Cold, Foley. Well, I wasn't even born, but Stone Cold, Attitude. Yeah, Attitude era. Stone Cold, Foley, Rock, like those are some heavy hitters. I'm not saying he's not on it. We still had Michaels before he had retired, and then even in the like early 2000s, we had Angle, Michaels came back. We still got Stone Cold and Rock, got Brock Lesnar. Even in the 05 era, the reign. Don't get me started on Reign of Terror because we had Booker T. Even in the 05 era, we had Orton. That's when Orton started winning. Orton, Batista, Edge, Cena, like, still had Angle. Like, bro, this nigga is a piece of shit. And then China ended up ODing and dying. Her mental health was so fucked up after that. Triple H, you bitch. And I fucks with you. I don't know if y'all know. I was watching WWE, and I was watching when he came back, when he interrupted the Undertaker, and I did the water spit. Everybody was doing the water spit. He's the game, the cerebral assassin, you know? But shit, Paul Levesque is a horrible piece of shit human. Fuck him.
As wrestlers saw through this act of deception and believed that this was the game showing the world who he truly was. But when it comes to his time as head of WWE Creative, his relationship with the truth has created some of the more outlandish news headlines of the modern era. Take, for instance, at the 2024 Backlash press conference, the game was asked about Drew Gulak. Gulak had just been let go by WWE for alleged bad behavior, and Ronda Rousey would even accuse Gulak of having inappropriate physical contact. Instead of simply confirming the news of Gulak's release and offering support to Rousey, Triple H decided to spin his answer, first by having a pop at wrestling media sources before claiming that Gulak wasn't just outright released from the company. Why did he do this? WWE releasing a name that caused issues backstage and made a woman uncomfortable doesn't make the company look bad, however, spinning the narrative certainly did.
My wife almost divorced me because I couldn't get hard anymore. I'm 40. This is what fixed it. If you're over 40, if you can't stay hard anymore, if you go soft halfway through and have to fake an excuse, if you've stopped trying because you can't take failing one more time, if she stopped initiating because she's tired of watching you lose it. This is what saved my marriage. 4 months. Every night, I told myself she was just tired. Then one night I stood in the doorway at 10:15, whispered her name, nothing. But I knew by her shoulders, she wasn't asleep. She was hiding. She wasn't being mean, she was being merciful. I went into the bathroom, made myself a promise. She was not pretending tomorrow night. I'd seen the Friday Plans ads for a year. 87 cents a pill for Viagra. Always thought it was a scam. Ignored it every time. That night, I was desperate enough to try anything. 2-minute form. Real licensed US.
Boldface liar. Triple H has
liar.
often been accused of disliking LA Knight.
And then niggas is doing LA Knight so grimy. It's like niggas like, bro, niggas do not fuck with LA Knight worth a damn. Niggas don't fuck with LA Knight worth a shit.
LA Knight has been
bro.
managed to maintain his popularity for a number of years now, and when he didn't win the 2025 Money in the Bank, fans were really disappointed as he was the fan favorite to win the matchup. When the backlash escalated, fans found an old clip of Triple H from Money in the Bank 2 years prior, and in this clip, the game responded to LA's booking by stating, "Good things come to those who wait." Naturally, this never occurred, and fans have been waiting ever since for LA to get a world title run. But one of the game's more brazen lies was when it came to Evolution 2 back in 2025. During the post-Money in the Bank press conference in 2025, the game would discuss why he brought the event back, and he made a bold claim that instantly came back to bite him. "I wanted to do Evolution 2 since Evolution 1. Probably even before we did it, I was trying to figure out how to do Evolution 2. For a lot of different reasons, the timing wasn't right. Now it is. I'm thrilled to be able to do it again. The truth is, as amazing as the women are in our business were then, it's grown exponentially."
That's true.
This opening sentence was a total lie, as back in 2021, Triple H discussed Evolution in an extremely negative take on bringing the event back. As this is what he had to say during an NXT media call. "Haven't we already done them? It's a funny thing to me. So equality is equality. Equality is not I want my own show. Equality is not we have to have our own program. If I told you that I was making an all-men's program and I didn't want women on it, it would be criticized. I'm not saying that's right or wrong. I do think it's funny when people go, I want the best in the world regardless of contractual status." Now, without a doubt, the worst lie came out of his mouth since he took over WWE Creative, and it came in 2025, and it related to the release of R-Truth.
Oh, bro.
Truth's firing resulted in a ton of justified anger from both fans and talent, as Truth was one of the most beloved names in the entire locker room. Truth would eventually be brought back at the 2025 Money in the Bank event, and PW Insider even stated that WWE realized that they had made a huge mistake. WWE
I'm
made...
not gonna lie, bro. All white people really need to die. Like, I know that's crazy to say, but like, I'm talking about like not just WWE. I'm not just talking about Road Dogg, Triple H, Bubba Ray Dudley, niggas like that. I'm talking about niggas in Congress too, like them old niggas in Congress, bro, because they really don't understand the time we're in. Like, I think they're just gay and they love each other too much, because like, I just don't get
a
it.
mistake. They cut someone based on math and realized they had to upset not just the audience, but more importantly, the entire realm of their locker room, many of whom privately made their feelings known as much as some did publicly. So the company course corrected. This doesn't mean every talent will get a reprieve when WWE cuts them, but Truth as a performer and a locker room stalwart was a unique case, and the ripple effect of that unique case actually ended with a positive. Now, of course, the game and WWE couldn't just come out and admit that they got it wrong. Instead, the game had the nerve to claim that it was a total work and all part of the show. The game was called a liar by the majority of fans on social media, and Truth's own son would call out the game for spewing total nonsense. In the year that followed, Truth insisted that it wasn't a work, and even The Undertaker stated that Truth's firing was 100% legitimate. And Nick Khan, the era of deceit. 2026 has been the year in which Nick Khan has turned into a compulsive liar. But in reality, he's been pulling the wool over everyone's eyes for years. In 2023, he was adamant that Vince McMahon wasn't that involved in WWE Creative anymore. But this was a total lie, and it's been debunked by court documents, as well as numerous wrestlers stating that McMahon was still pulling the strings for that year backstage. This is such a dangerous lie, as Khan knew that McMahon was facing legal difficulties, and this may have come back to bite him. In 2026 alone, he boldly claimed that WWE doesn't listen to social media criticism, but this is hugely incorrect, as WWE has been keen to respond to fan backlash to the product, and they even used social media metrics from Cage Match in a main event storyline for WrestleMania this year. Without a doubt, the worst lie came when he outright stated that the WrestleMania direction was always planned in 2024. During an interview with the Sports Business Journal, he claimed that the original plans for WrestleMania 40 were always The Rock and Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. The plan was always how it ended up in Philly 2 years ago. You want to throw the fans off, you want to let things bake, and then boom, it ends up the way that we wanted it to end up. It never changed. It was just online rumors and gossip that were changing. It never changed. Khan added that when The Rock agreed to return to WWE, he agreed to return for the tag match rather than a singles match versus Roman Reigns. We convinced Dwayne Johnson to come back. He's on our board of directors. It was a tag team match. He was about the same age I am, so 2 years ago, let's say he was 50. He was obviously in phenomenal shape. He did everything that we asked of him and then some. But that was always the result we were looking for. Our fans were in total disbelief when this quote surfaced on social media. Khan is basically saying that WWE pretended to tease the dream match between The Rock versus Reigns and hoped that the fan backlash was so severe to the match that they could then pivot and go with a tag match involving a name that The Rock had little to no prior lore with in Seth Rollins. WWE would then deliver a fake kayfabe-shattering documentary that exposed that everything in the company is fictional, and they used this documentary to sell the pivot, but according to Khan, this was always the plan. And there are so many variables to this that clearly indicate that it was a total lie. And it's unfortunately just another case of Khan and WWE refusing to give fans any credit whatsoever for influencing their creative decisions. But there you have it, folks. WWE, a history of lies. Were there any other lies that we didn't point out? Let us know in the
Damn, great video, Russell Lamia. Make sure to go subscribe to him. But